I am thrilled to introduce a very special guest who will be delivering our farewell address. Erin Samueli, a proud alumna of OSHA Musical Theater class of 2012. Since graduating from OSHA, Erin has gone on to earn a Bachelor of Science in Science Education from Boston University, followed by a Master of Arts in Education from Stanford University. Today, she works as a biochemist and strategist at Proceta Biosciences, a biotech startup based in San Francisco. She also brings her artistic talents to the stage as the lead singer and bass player of her band 37 Houses. Beyond her professional and creative pursuits, Erin is deeply committed to service and advocacy. She serves on the board of directors for the Samueli Foundation, the advisory board for the Etheridge Foundation, as board chair of the Alianza Trans-Latinx, and has previously served on OSHA's Foundation Board of Directors. Her continued support and contributions to our school are truly inspiring. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Erin Samueli.
Thank you so much. Can we talk? My speech is here, I promise. And there it is. I'm gonna go off the cuff for a second because I just feel like I'm home right now, and it's the best feeling in the world. We're not even on campus, but it's just the OSHA family is a feeling, and it's so palpable, and it never goes away. And I'm like feeling a moment of gratitude. So before I begin, I'm just gonna like express my gratitude for this family. All right, it's showtime. Thank you so much for welcoming me back to speak here, and congratulations to the class of 2025. As you heard, I'm Erin Samueli, OSHA MT class of 2012, musical theater Hive Rise Up! Woo, woo, woo. I knew that would happen when I wrote it in the speech. It feels so special to be invited back to my first home away from home. I grew up here. I became the first version of myself to face the world here. I learned lessons inside academic classrooms, inside conservatory classrooms, and out on 10th Street that all informed the person I am standing before you today. I know that for the last 6 months or so, you've all but checked out of this place mentally and emotionally. Senioritis is real, and I did the same. But understand that this place brings a sense of home that you'll only fully come to appreciate once you've left it behind and move on to your next journeys in life. Today, I hope to share with you some of the lessons OSHA taught me that follow the theme of leaning in. Life gets scary sometimes, and fear can often prompt us to recoil, to lean out, to protect ourselves. I hope I can convince you to lean into your fear, to find the courage that lies on the other side. The first lesson OSHA taught me was to lean into my creativity. Low-hanging fruit, I know. Being asked to show up for 8+ hour days as an adolescent requires you to be driven. Signing up for this schedule is not a trivial task, and so you clearly all have passions that motivate you every single day. When I was in 10th grade, I decided I didn't want to pursue singing as a career, much to the dismay of my mom, who is here today. I decided unilaterally that I wanted to be a science teacher. I still focused on theater during conservatory hours, but I wrote performing out of my professional future. I didn't feel the bleeding passion for it that my peers did, and I knew that I would burn out if I pursued it professionally. I went on to be a middle school science teacher and even a biochemist, but I turned my back on being a performer because I felt I had to choose between my passions, art and science. While engaged in science careers, I felt very full intellectually, but very empty creatively. Singing was never going to leave me as a passion, but I felt like I wasn't a real singer if I didn't choose to pursue it professionally. And as such, I felt unfulfilled by singing unseriously. The performing I had always done was regimented, measured, and professional. The very first job I ever had was performing in the children's chorus of a professional opera when I was 8 years old. If I wasn't performing for a crowd that paid to be there, I wasn't performing at all. This rigid understanding, fueled by my own insecurity around my ability to succeed as a singer, limited me from engaging in one of my most special loves. It wasn't until I started singing purely for self-fulfillment that I rediscovered my passion for it. It all started during COVID. With all the free time I had, my incredibly talented husband and I started playing covers and posting them on YouTube, tale as old as time. We then started working on an album of original music and then recorded it in our living room. It is the first piece of artistic work I engaged in through the lens of play and not perfection, and it is without a doubt the artistic work I am most proud of. We then assembled a band of dear friends, started playing shows, and building our creative family. We're now working on our second album, and we're prepared for an American tour this summer. Thank you. Something I never could have imagined when I walked these halls. Performing was always in my blood, and doing it purely in pursuit of joy filled me up in a way that it never had before. The audience came naturally after that. I was wrong when I told myself I had to choose between my passions. So whether you're leaving here today to pursue art or science or any number of paths, lean into it all. It's cliche to say that we contain multitudes, but we really do. Never sacrifice your multitude of passions. Choose them all. Lean into them all. The second lesson OSHA taught me was to lean into community. This school is special for many reasons, but one of my favorites is that it brings together a collection of driven, like-minded, often wonderfully strange people. Do people still walk around campus with ears and tails on? Thank you. Traditional high schools are collections of people bound by a zip code. OSHA is a collection of people bound by their dedication to a shared goal, living creatively. This common ground acts as a glue that bonds us through whatever life holds, artistic pursuits or not. I met my dearest friend Cole the first day of 7th grade in second block math class taught by Mr. Chang. When I heard he was still teaching here, I almost passed out. I met the rest of my tribe shortly thereafter. My best friend Eli was there for me when we moved across the country to attend Boston University, living just 3 floors above me when the whole world seemed foreign and challenging. My best friend Michael flew up to San Francisco for just one night to see my band play an important show. My dear friend Madison Kate is the person I call when I'm in crisis. All OSHA family. The friendships I formed here have been a constant in my life through all the moments that mattered. These moments are the high highs that you want to share with those who are cheering you on, and the low lows that you need to be picked up from. No human is impervious to these ebbs and flows, and having a net of strong community to fall back on has saved me countless times. Through some artistic alchemy, the people that walk through that breezeway are cosmically connected. These people see you for who you truly are, and that is not a given in life. So, I invite you right now to take a moment, look around at the friends that you've made here, and cherish the special place they have in your heart. They will follow you for a lifetime like family. Mine have. Lean in fully to these essential friendships. They will keep you afloat through life's ups and downs. Oh, they really did it. Thank you. The final lesson OSHA taught me was to lean into authenticity. Growing up around peers that accept your full self is an incredibly rare occurrence. Through listening to my college friends talk about their own high school experiences, I learned that usually high school is about rigid conformity above all else. And usually, college is where people go to break these molds and find who they really are. You all have an unbelievable head start. To begin young adulthood rooted in a sense of self sets you up for success in ways that will play out time and time again. Understanding your core self is the first step in moving through life with authenticity. There are countless forces out there that will try to put you into boxes that don't fit you fully, and the urge to shape yourself to fit can be colossal. But, in the words of my personal hero, Beyonce Knowles Carter, exactly right, I might cook clean, but I still won't fold, and you shouldn't either. My people, in my adulthood, every moment of intense personal pain I have felt has come from the ignorance of my core wants and needs. And every great personal win I have achieved has come from knowing myself fully and choosing to be courageous in my authenticity. Authenticity doesn't mean knowing exactly what the right answer is at all times. It means having the equanimity to be grounded and let your body tell you what to do when things get hard. Decisions made with a full body yes are rarely, if ever, the wrong decision. If your body doesn't know the right answer now, trust that it will when the time is right. Don't be hard on yourselves for not knowing all the answers right away, and don't allow your perfectionism to get in the way of you being your fullest selves. Courage does not come from a lack of fear. Instead, it comes from facing the fear and doing it scared, whatever it may be. That is when you grow. That is when you thrive. Living authentically in the present moment is something people work their entire lives to achieve. And you are all better poised to do so than most. So please, take my advice and lean into that as much as you can from this moment forward. Remember, no matter what life throws at you, as long as you have your passions, your community, and your authenticity, all you need to do is lean in. Thank you so much.